Right, it's AGT here with Big Greg, who's on the pod on Monday, and he said, can you actually see us winning this game? We all blindly said, yeah, of course, we're Liverpool, we're at the Cup, you know, we're at home. But we always knew we weren't going to win that game, and I think even us, you, I and Doyle, we even predicted that there would be a bit of a stronger lineup than this. But when that lineup is put out, what do we expect?
You don't know, you really don't know. You don't know if Slot is trying to throw the game or if he genuinely thought that would work. And when I seen the lineup, I thought back to the pod and our preview for the game, and I just, my first thought was, everything we have just said does not matter anymore. Like everything that we've just said, all them ifs, buts, all them lot, they don't matter no more, because whatever it's irrelevant. The lineup was just, I don't know what he was expecting with it. It pisses me off because I just really don't know. I don't feel like I can analyse the game, individual player performances, until I hear Slot say either I thought it would work or I was trying to throw the game. Because, as I said, you don't know what he was doing, you don't know what he was thinking.
Greg, I mean, 6 defeats in 7. We're all Liverpool fans. We all want to be behind the manager. We all want to support the team. We all want to ensure that whatever this project is that we've got going here, it ends up well and we don't scrap it halfway through. I mean, where do we go from here, bro? We've got Villa on Saturday, Real Madrid and then City.
You talk about backing the manager, but in my eyes, I'm like, look, this is the perfect game to just go out, get the players into the next round of the cup with a strong team. You know, you win this game, you're in the quarterfinals. That's now 3 games away from Wembley. The quarterfinal and the 2-legged semi. That's 3 games away from Wembley. And you know what? By the time Wembley comes about, imagine if you get there, because all you need to do to win the cup is be good on the day. And by the time you get to Wembley in February, imagine you win it. And then all of a sudden you've got that second half of the season momentum. You know, we're going to qualify for the round of 16 of the Champions League, whether it's through the top 8 or the qualifier stage. We will get there. And then imagine you carry that momentum from winning the trophy. Yeah, the league might be done, but then you've got the other cups. You've got the FA Cup, you've got the Champions League. And if you at least try and go strong in this one and just show, look, let's get a win and let's develop on this win. And even though it won't be the same players that play today, that play on Saturday against Villa, or next Tuesday against Madrid, or next Saturday, is it Saturday or Sunday against City, I don't know which day it is. But you get the win and you try and find a way to build on it. I just think it was such a poor game management, poor competition management from Slot today. And as much as I want to back him, I do really think that if we somehow go the next 4 games, so Aston Villa, Madrid, City and Forest without winning, I'm not saying it should be sacked, but honestly the Slot out conversation will be very convincing. It will be, and it'll be hard to defend.
Listen, I've heard of, you know, weaker teams, I've heard of resting players, I've heard of rotation, I've heard of all of that, but when you look at the 11 tonight and the bench, you think, where are the match winners? Where are the players that have actually got experience? Yes, I know we played Robertson, we played McAllister, but not in threatening positions where they can go and hurt a team and
Robertson was playing
score.
Robertson was playing centre back.
And the one thing I'll be careful of doing tonight, I can't criticise the lads on the pitch.
No, I can't.
I can't do that.
No, I don't have a single bad thing to say about any of the lads on the pitch today, because you know what? At the end of the day, all they're doing is they're playing the game plan which they've been told. They're just doing their job on the pitch which they've been told. And you know, a lot of the players gave it their all. Chiesa especially, like, you could tell he was fighting for it. He really wanted it. And you know, McAllister, everyone, Gomez as well, like they were all fighting for it. Whether you think that individual performances might have been lacking or were good, one thing I can't put today's result on the players. You know, today's result only comes down to Slot, unfortunately. And as much as I do want to back him, that is one of them big F-up moments. And you look at, lads, for no good reason, you've given us another loss on the board. For no good reason.
Bro, Arsenal have won, Newcastle have won, City have won. They're all in the quarterfinals. I mean, bro, at this stage of the season, we're not even in November.
Not yet.
And we're out of a cup. We've lost 6 out of 7. I mean, the next 3 games for this manager are on a Slot. Yes, he won us the Premier League. We were stood in this exact position 5 or 6 months ago. It's the best day of our lives, Greg. We were in tears, the brothers in arms. We were crying, looking at all the celebrations here. And 6 months on, we're saying, has Slot got 3 games to save his Liverpool career?
I think it's December. I think for me personally, I think it's December. Because you know what, if we end up just not winning any games, or we win 1, out of 6, 7 like we have now, but we do that again going through November and again going through December. We've got some pretty easy games on paper in which we should win. Obviously these next 3 games are very difficult, you can't forget that. But the games after that, on paper, we should really be winning comfortably. And if we go on the same run of form by the end of December, I wouldn't be surprised if you got the boost. Because you're going into a transfer window, and you could get a manager in who, again, I don't know who. That's then the main question. Then it becomes who. But I don't know. I think it's depressing. It is, because you don't want to say he's got limited time left because you really want to back him, but then you've got to be real with it. Like how long until you get to that point? And we spoke about it on Monday as well. Like what is the point where you say, right, this has really got to change?
Greg, I don't know what to say, bro, but all I can say is the people that watch the pod on Monday, they loved you, they want to see you back on.
Appreciate that.
I want to get you on as much content as I can, and that's the positive. But we know the negatives, and we've just spoken about them all, so all we can do is get behind the team, as Greg does, as I do. We go, well, especially him, he goes to every single game and just carry on supporting. I mean, what else can we do? There's literally nothing more that we can do.
Especially as match-going fans, it's really important now to just keep getting behind the boys, keep singing and just doing whatever we can.
Be loud.
Be loud. Just doing whatever we can.
2 home games in a row, and
just doing whatever we can to give them the marginal gain. That's all we can do.
Yeah. Greg, much love, brother.